You guys ready for? I'm gonna start strong on this one. Like it's actually vomiting.
I don't want to look at the screen.
No, don't read it until we start getting into it. But
Okay.
there's a bit of it that actually made me want to vomit.
Okay.
However, before we get into that, me and Megan just recorded a schizo video, and it was probably about 3 hours long
yeah,
for Gumroad.
probably.
I can't really say what it was all was about, but it was about child sacrifice and other such things that
Cannot be mentioned on YouTube.
big schizoland video. It was pretty. It was fun to record, but I need to edit it up and see what it actually comes out like. But anytime we do any form of like schizo video,
Me and James were literally, after we recorded it, went downstairs for a cigarette, and I said, the thing is, anytime we record a conspiracy video or like a schizo video, it's so hard to keep it coherent because you're pulling links from here, and like articles and videos and this and that, and like it's so hard to build a cohesive video. But like, watch it, hopefully it makes sense, or hopefully you get the get gist, or it could just be like a massive 3 hour long schizo video.
Look, when
Who
it
knows?
comes to conspiracy theories, all you've got is pieces of a puzzle that don't really fit together perfectly.
And there's never like an end to it.
Yeah, because we don't.
There's never like a
cohesive
end. Because
we don't know. We don't know. But look,
is it real or is it fake?
beyond belief.
Beyond belief, fact or fiction.
So Megan, you ready for this? This is actually repulsive.
Oh my god! I just read the okay.
Alright, I dumped my boyfriend.
I dumped my boyfriend because his acne smells like fish.
Does acne actually smell?
Well, pus can smell.
I've never
I never let spots go that long
So one of my
for them
friends,
to actually like smell.
one of my friends, he had wild acne, like really.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever met someone who had
I know
worse
who you're
acne
talking about. Yeah,
as a teenager.
he had really bad. God love me, he had really
No,
bad acne.
I felt bad for him. Like
yeah,
honestly,
he had really bad acne.
And I don't think it was like honestly. See, when it comes to acne, there's nothing.
He
you
was
can actually...
covered head to toe too, and it
Yeah.
was just constant. Like it was seeping through his t-shirt. And
Yeah,
his
so, like-
school shirt and all.
So, say for instance, if he had like, because he would get it on
If he
his
had
shoulders,
a backpack, his school bag or something
it
on,
would
it would like
pop.
rub against it, and then it would be on like his
Shirt.
school shirt and all. Like God
yeah,
love him.
it wasn't not something that I would.
No,
I
it's
was-
not as it's not. He still does
Not nothing compared to
nothing compared to what he was. Like he was
Yeah.
really bad growing up. With pop socket.
But I've never so I don't know. I never thought he smelled like fish.
No.
So
no.
I've never.
Always smell of like I always remember like heavily smelling of like South Africa.
Yeah.
Like heavily
Yeah.
smelling of it.
Yeah.
Or you can
I'll
like,
cut
get
out his name. Don't worry. Anyway, look. Let's see what's this about then.
So I dumped my boyfriend because his acne smells like fish. There's no way for me to say this without sounding like an utter asshole. At first I thought I was imagining things when I'd smell fish. Not like salmon, I'm talking like literal rotten fish smell. I did some research and realised that it's his acne. I feel terrible, but the smell makes me sick to my stomach. We tried antibiotic skin treatments, dermatologists, etc, but the smell permeates and I am physically nauseated. Sometimes the zits form around his mouth and burst in my mouth when we kiss. Oh my god! No!
That big
No!
actually made me heave when I first came across it. That actually made me. I was actually heaving, so I was.
And I thought it was bad kissing someone who hadn't brushed their teeth. Never mind.
That is actually
Fuck.
the most repulsive thing
Oh,
I've ever.
oh.
Oh,
The
right.
pustules leak at night onto pillowcases, and now the bed smells fishy as well. Sometimes I even wash the cases and they still have a residual smell. Last night he called asking me what he did wrong, and I told him the truth.
Well, Megan, she tried. She got an
I know,
antibiotic.
but she told him the fuck. You could have just made up a lie, being like, "Oh, I just fell out of love with you." Like that's harsh. But like, "Oh, well, you're
Megan-
like that's something that fella can't fix."
Megan,
It's hard to fix that. Like, why
it is
did-
hard to fix it.
But
it is.
like, I told him the truth. I can't bear to lie about it. But either way, it makes me feel like such a piece of shit. Which I guess
I don't
am.
blame her.
I would lie. I would lie. I'd be like, look, I would literally rather say, look, I cheated to find someone else than say to his face, your pussy spots smell like fish and my bed stinks and they pop into my mouth whenever. Like I would literally, I couldn't do that to somebody.
I think that's.
I couldn't do that. I can't even tell somebody the smell.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you
I
know?
suppose.
Like,
But like, I don't know. I think she tried. I don't believe. I wouldn't go out with someone. See, if I was going out with a girl and that happened to me, that's actually one of the most repulsive
no,
things.
it's actually no. I that.
That would actually.
Apart from like going down on someone and it's pure like cheese.
No, you know what that would be. You know what turns me. So your niece is obsessed with those like boba drink things.
Oh, boba.
Boba.
With balls, and she made me drink it, and I heaved so hard. And she was like, "Oh, they're really nice," and I'm like, "It's like spots popping in your mouth," and she's like, "Oh, well, I guess, haha." And I was like, "How does that not make you?"
I actually, could she give me a go at it? And I was like, "Nah, honestly, that's not for me." She's
No.
like, "Are you sure? Do you want to go? We'll go down to the shop."
You can get loads of different flavours in the balls, and I'm like, I don't care.
I think she just wanted me to go down and buy her for you.
Yes.
I honestly think that was our goal.
She's 10. She's like, please.
Please take me to the shop, buy me sweeties. It's like, all right, okay. I'll like, you can have one. I'm not.
But I'm not drinking.
I'm not drinking
no.
that. It's not for me. So yeah, if any of you guys had anything even close to it. And like, honestly, see if any of you guys out there are suffering from something like this. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even know what to do. I know wash face.
Well, like, honestly, you would scrub your face.
I know it's not that simple with acne, and I know like everything like irritates it, hormones, everything. But like
you just got to keep trying. There's no such. You just can't give up. If you've got that bad acne and you manage to get a girl anyway, and then
like you know what, good on you. But
good on you. Because let's be serious, I'm pretty sure like that's the most universal thing for like if you got acne, you probably like especially as a teenager, you're awkward enough. It's not going to be
acne on top of that.
You're playing on like super hard mode,
and you're playing on stereotypes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like let's keep going. But that one just got me.
Oh, I feel sick.
This one got me as well. I thought that was funny.
Okay. Kmart is closing. Meal for meal. Lodi?
Must be the place.
Okay. Kmart in Lodi is closing. It saddens me. I've been blown there at least 200 times over the last 25 years. So much of my cum has been pumped out into that white tiled bathroom. I want to thank all the men over the years who have serviced my cock. From the time I was a 20-year-old stud till now as a seasoned graining daddy. So many older men wanted my young cock and load. Now so many young men want to service daddy while they eagerly crank their own dick. As the neighbourhood changed, the variety of cocksuckers changed. My firsts were older Italian men with wedding rings and hairy hands. As the years progress, I've been serviced by blue-eyed, shaved-head Poles, then DL...
Dino
Ricans?
Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Ricans.
Oh,
studs?
Dominican Republic, is that?
I don't know. Studs. Next, the skinny Indian men always suck cocked with an expression of seriousness.
Good morning, sirs.
As if they couldn't understand why they were doing something that brought them more terror than joy. And finally to this past year when I have been blown with great expertise and tenderness by two different Muslim young men. By the way, the Poles never swallowed. The Indians wouldn't even let me come in their mouths, and the Muslim men not only swallowed but squeezed my shaft to every last drop.
So there you go, guys. He's a true connoisseur.
Yeah. It's amazing how different cultures approach sex. I've learned so much in that bathroom, most of it not shareable, except with you Craigslist readers. And I'm glad I was able to provide you all with the meat and seed you wanted so badly. I will miss Kmart and all of you. Oh, what a lovely farewell message.
I thought it was one of the funniest ones I've came across in a while. It's like,
so go to Rotherham if you want your dick sucked.
Where is Lodi? Let me Google that. Where is it?
Lodi.
Lodi. Lodi. Lodi. It is California.
California? Oh well, makes
Lodi,
sense.
California. Okay, you know what? I'm Googling Lodi Kmart. Oh, it's got an Aldi now, so it does. Lodi, New Jersey Kmart side to host new supermarket next to Aldi.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Look, there you go. If any guys are in New Jersey,
yeah.
Go ahead. Check
it out. Might be something you would like. Who knows?
Equal opportunity and all that. Yeah. Oh my god.
Equal opportunity employer.
Right, let's see what's up next. Off my chest.
My girlfriend of a year at the time, had sex with 5 members of my band and thought it was okay.
Okay.
What?
So you went out with a groupie then, pretty much?
Yeah, basically. In my mid-20s, I was in a pretty decent rock band that went around the east coast of the United States. We didn't have a record deal or anything, we were just good at booking shows ourselves and didn't have much to lose. At the time, my girlfriend, about a year in, 23, red hair, pale skin, green eyes, really supportive and creative herself. She dropped a bombshell on me when we were in Florida. She had sex with the drummer, the rhythm guitarist, the singer, and a few other people who were at shows, like the merch guy and the lighting guy.
Oh my god, not the merch
and the lighting guy, oh my god.
Oh my god.
So the entire band and a few other people had sex with my girlfriend over the last few weeks without me knowing. I feel pretty dumb that I didn't gather the telltale signs that something was off. Not seeing her when I'm on stage, noticing the table was empty and my girlfriend was nowhere in sight, and actually encouraging her to go out and eat with various bandmates when I was too tired.
I mean, like, you know, like, you're out travelling. I don't think I would have thought much of it.
No.
Like, if I, like, you know, it's like...
Like, I was there, like, every night watching you play. Like, if I wasn't there a couple of nights.
I don't think I would...
think anything of it.
Yeah,
no.
It wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Like, you're already putting enough to go out and travel
with them.
I'm going to assume that they're not making the best
of money. Yeah.
You know, they're doing something creative. I'm sure they're having a lot of fun doing it.
Well, she is.
Yeah, she's definitely making the most of it.
So I quit the band while I was in Florida and drove a rental car back up to New York. They loaded my gear back into the studio space we had, and I came and picked it up when they weren't around. Since then, I've been single and trusting, borderline sex addict to random hookups and one-night stands, getting myself in dicey situations that could get me injured or worse. I've not been in a band since that time, 4 to 5 years. I did a lot of drugs at the time, weed, LSD, mushrooms, cocaine. I've been getting back into playing music with other people, but I do not have a girlfriend. Also, I don't do drugs. The sex and danger aspect of my life is still prevalent. How do I get back to where I was 5 years ago? Feel free to message me for any advice or whatever. Edit, I didn't add that when she told me this, she was kind of expecting me to be okay with it. Rock and roll lifestyle and all. And she was surprised I was mad, texting and calling me all the time when I was driving back up to New York. Mate, that's mad.
Hey, I mean, like, I kind of get where she's coming from, to the point of, it's like, well, you know, we're living that
bohemian sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Bohemian lifestyle, let's call it that.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, you can't really just expect someone to be, like,
okay with that.
Totally on board.
Totally okay with your girlfriend, like, banging, like, 6 other dudes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, look, I just want to be the
6 other dudes that you're, like, kind of close with because you're in the band, you know.
The merch guy.
And the merch guy and the lighting guy, what the fuck?
The merch guy to me, the merch guy to any one of these places, he's always like really old.
The token, like, stoner as well.
Yeah, like the merch guy to me, he's always got either a beard or like a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, the boots full of shit.
Yeah, and he's got
boxes upon boxes.
And they're always wearing like a Hawaiian shirt or something simple. Like it's a shirt.
Yeah, with like a lanyard with like 10 different like backstage passes on it.
Yeah. Like he's not the typical. He's not the one that the groupie goes after. Just putting that.
Yeah, I'm not putting that out. Yeah.
But yeah. You know what? What do you do about that? Like, I mean,
I know.
It seems like, you know, the thing is, I'm going to go out.
You know, it could it just seems like the fucking environment
that you're in.
Like that's what you were like. It's type of people.
I also
who are into that lifestyle. I'm guessing.
I also would argue that, honestly, you should probably kind of know the type of person. Like, you know, let's be serious. She's traveling about with a band.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume, like, you know, maybe she might be a bit more on the
mentally unstable side.
Yeah. Not many mentally stable women are gonna
grippy.
Yeah, are gonna live the grippy lifestyle.
Pretty
you know
much.
What I mean? I mean, for God's sake, look at fucking what's her face? I think Courtney Love.
Oh,
that's the type of person.
Yeah, you're
I'm
talking about
here.
Are you tired of overreaching and overbearing censorship on important and non-important issues? Well, you're in luck. For just $7.50 a month, you can get access to over 60 hours of completely uncensored and unhinged schizo takes from Megan and James. Us.
I mean, look, it's 60 hours at the minute. Every week we do a minimum of like 3 hours.
Yep.
So, you know.
You get a lot of content.
There's a lot on there.
A lot of content. Ranging from... or even... yes, they are that spicy. Even the name of the topic must be censored. We can't even promote it on YouTube. You can stream or download all the videos from Gumroad and cancel your membership at any time. Though new videos every week on average come to 2 to 3 hours long, so we can really go in depth on any topic, and we are not strangled by the YouTube algorithm.
That's a big issue I always find.
Yeah. We can be open and uncensored and not have to worry about any of that.
If you want to talk about a subject, YouTube really promotes, you're going to have to get that done in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. But on this, we can really take our time and really delve into it.
And most weeks we do bonus off-topic videos. And yes, we even have a teaser video you can download for free from nickbeardia.co.uk. In it, we talk about Northern Ireland for 4.5 hours.
I don't even think we're scratched the surface.
No,
guys.
it's to try and help you understand who we are as people, our worldview, and how we can kind of be aliens to most people. If any of that sounds good to you, go ahead, links down below, and let's get back to the video.
So I'm not going to show you the picture because YouTube's really weird.
Plus, I don't really want to show a picture of loads of kids, but there's 9 kids and she's pregnant. I think so. It'll be their 10th child.
And of course,
and somebody posted, and she has them like all lined up with like the wee numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
And
what's the title say?
Says, I literally gagged. This is just so selfish. I will never understand, and I hope that this is a joke. It really makes me angry for many reasons.
See, this is the thing that I don't like.
Why are you getting angry at people for having kids?
I would only get angry at someone if they're on the dole, like if they're on.
If they're on benefits, fuck that.
But if you got money,
like if I had enough money, I would have like 15 kids.
Yeah,
100%. I just love being around kids.
I would just keep having if money wasn't an option.
If money wasn't an issue, 100%. I would just keep having kids because I love kids so much.
But something I think a lot of people need to. So if you think about it, right, most people aren't really willing to have more than 2 kids.
No.
And say you're with someone.
Financially, though.
No, but let's just look at this like a population standpoint. If you don't have 2 children, it takes 2 people to have at least 1 kid. Mm. So if you only have 1 child, you're going to halve the world's population.
Yeah.
In one generation.
I get it, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if you have 2 children, you're only keeping it stable.
You're only keeping it stable, yeah.
You need to have
3 or more to be able to
increase your population size.
And not a lot of people have 3 or more kids. It's
very few people.
No, what is it? The gentleman's family is just a 4.
Yeah.
4 family, as in mum, dad,
2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah, that's the standard. I would say for most people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd say it's becoming more and more common that people are just having 1.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get into the comments. So why are they actually angry about this?
Yes, childhood neglect and financial problems. I'm sorry, but all the kids are wearing good shoes or wearing nice clothes. Mum's in nice clothes. That baby rocker I know is expensive. They can afford it. Who cares? She has the kids. She has the kids look after each other. That makes it all right. It's like people like her and her partner don't know how to think or plan something.
See, this is something I have thought about quite a bit, and I've been reading a lot.
Well, kids looking after kids?
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about this sort of stuff, and it's interesting that it's very common for smaller families to not get on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's always Cain and Abel type of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of when there's only 2 people, 2 children, more than likely a lot of the time it's them that okay, they won't talk to the parents, they won't talk to one of the other sisters, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You don't really get that in larger families, which is a really
they
interesting
all seem to
get along within reason.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really interesting statistic, and it's something that I've been trying to read about and try and understand.
I don't have anything wrong with the older kids looking after the younger kids, but I would never expect them to.
I wouldn't expect that, and
but if they want to help out, that's on them.
I wouldn't expect them to sacrifice their weekends.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I wouldn't, because that child needs to be a child too.
Yeah, exactly. I would never
expect it of them.
No.
At all.
I'd expect the standard of helping after the house. Everyone's going to be doing that.
You're the eldest. Help me look after the house.
You're going to get extra pocket money anyway.
Yeah, you get extra pocket money, but just, you're the eldest. Let's say you're 10 and all the rest of them are under 5. It's you help me look after the house. You get extra money, you get extra free time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That sort of stuff.
But I would never expect them to look after their kids.
No,
at the end
I wouldn't expect them to be a living nanny.
No,
and I think
not.
that's the biggest problem I have.
I would like to think my kids would want to help out.
Yeah.
Because they like me. I'm me being mentally stable, but I would never expect it of them at all.
Again, a child,
I expect them to keep their room clean, themselves clean,
yeah,
and help out with
maybe cooking dinner or something.
Running the Hoover
help
over
me,
the place,
help,
something like
you
that.
know,
Like if they make a mess, they have to clean it up.
Yeah.
You know,
That sort
your
of-
room's your responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in and clean it up.
Yeah.
You know.
That sort of, and again, it depends on the age group. But
It depends on the age, but if like they're over like 13, it's like you can clean your own.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Once you hit about 13, it's like clean your room, bucko. You know?
Make your bed, clean your room.
Yeah.
I'll help you change the sheets because I don't want you fighting with the fitted sheet, but like I'll help you change the sheets. But
Yeah.
that's it.
Look, let's keep going. Let's see what else do they have to say.
The kids should be kids, not co-parent their own siblings because their parents are neglectful and don't have time or energy to take care of the children that they put into this world. Where in the world did this picture come about like that?
They never said anything about that.
No. Yeah, I feel worst for numbers 1 and 2 with the
So
eldest.
the older ones, yeah.
Wanna bet they'll turn out child-free?
I think people that come from big families tend to also have big families though. You know.
I saw one the other day and she was pregnant with her 16th child when people said that there must be some child neglect going on because there's no way they could actually provide 15 to 16 kids with adequate care. Others chimed in with, I'm sure the older ones help out, so don't jump on that conclusion. Even if their eldest is 16, 17, they are still a kid and needs to be one, not secondary parent figure to their siblings. So
Oh, yeah, I
it's
would
still
agree.
neglectful.
I
100%.
I do agree
I
with that.
agree with that.
But
like, have the amount of kids that you think you
can
and your
handle.
partner can handle yourselves. Like, I think our max is 3.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go any more than 3.
Yeah.
But if I win the lottery, then maybe 5.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I think what it really comes down to is, do you have the money to be able to support that?
Exactly.
If you don't have the more to...
I would never. That's why we waited so long as well.
Yeah.
Because I would never want to have brought a child into the world that I couldn't provide for.
Yeah.
Because, don't get me wrong, Ozzy is not spoilt by any means.
Yeah.
But he has everything he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know, I would never
Well, he gets
begrudge...
everything. He has everything that he wants, and also we do struggle when it comes to thinking of what we should actually get for Christmas.
Yeah,
Does that
like
make
Christmases
sense?
and birthdays, we do struggle.
But again, that's
Spoiler in case anybody believes in Santa.
No, but that's
But-
because I think he's at that age where we don't really have
He's
a clear...
getting into stuff, but he's not getting into stuff, and it's like,
How
I
you-
don't really
like,
know.
you don't-
It'll
you-
be different whenever he's like 4 or 5, and he's actually like, let's say he's really into Spider-Man, or he's
Yeah.
really into like Marvel or something,
Yeah.
you know.
He can
Then
actually-
I'll be able to actually buy him stuff, but now it's like, it's a massive guessing game
Yeah, it
of
is.
what he's going to play with and what he's going to not
Yeah.
play with.
Well, normally the best indicator is that, so he goes to toddler mornings.
He goes to toddler mornings, yes, and he plays with a lot of the toys there, and I kind of get an
depending on what he's playing with,
of
a lot
what
of...
he's playing with, so then I can kind of guess off then, right, okay, I'll get him something like that or something like that, but or stuff that I've seen him being interested in.
Yeah.
But once again, it's all a massive guessing game.
But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't be arsed going into the rest of these comments
No.
because it's all just
It's just like,
the headed literally knows gurning. Honestly, I think having a child was the best thing that ever happened
oh
for me
yeah,
personally. I love it.
1000%. I
Um,
love being a parent. I just love having that the pull of getting up every morning because you have no option. You have to get up. Like, yeah, you do get tired, but the tiredness goes away.
It does.
Like, you're fine.
It's a lot easier, and honestly,
It's
like,
easier getting up early.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
you have him or you have your child.
The way I would describe it is whenever they're first born, they're essentially just like a sack of spuds that you just need to like feed,
Change, wash, and love
and like hold them and like give them that, and then like once you
The
learn-
newborn stage for me was definitely the easiest.
Yeah.
And everybody says it's the hardest. It is so much easier because see, just being able to like sit up on the sofa and have cuddles.
Yeah.
And have the bottle next to you, ready to like feed the baby. And
Yeah.
you can just like go in and out of sleep all day. And that's the best stage for me because you could actually catch up on your sleep.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, whenever they're here, you're not going to sleep. And I slept more during the newborn stage than I do now.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, look, I really enjoy it, but again, look, it's not for everyone. And I think the problem that we have in this modern age is a lot of people end up having kids with people that they shouldn't be having kids with, and that fucks
Yeah.
your whole life up.
Yeah.
The easiest way to destroy your life is to have children with people
somebody who
that you do
really
not want to
don't
have children
Exactly.
with. That's a good way to fuck your life up. Look, there's plenty of long ways to do it, but there's also plenty of right ways,
Yeah.
and that's all I can really say on the matter. I don't really want to get too much into that because I think that's an entire video in and of itself.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to have kids, yeah, don't have kids.
Honestly, if you don't want to have kids,
Don't.
you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And
Like-
that's not a problem. I don't
Like,
see.
I'm not going to force everybody to have kids because that's just wrong.
No, there's a lot of people out there in the
You
world.
shouldn't have had kids.
I'm going to go out and say that I think the worst, how I would fix the world personally, if I could fix the world within a 50-year time span, what I would do is...
A lot of sterilization?
No, not that. What I would go for is try to eradicate terrible parents. I think terrible parents are one of the
100%.
main driving factors
of a lot of the world problems.
And then I would also mass migration. They're the two things to me that if we could get them under control, it would get...
Yeah.
It would have a knock-on effect of almost
everything else
every other aspect
to follow. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, let's keep going.
I know, like state mandated girlfriends for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, honestly, we're not. Do you see that ChatGPT put out personal AIs? So you can actually
that's scary.
You can teach it. So I don't think honestly, we're really not that far away from genuinely like AI girlfriends. Like, we already have AI girlfriends, but what about if you give them, like, Boston Dynamic bodies with super suction abilities?
Like Dyson features.
Honestly, though, look, we already know that there's enough people that...
Who would look into that?
Well, no, there's enough people that are not interested in pursuing any form of, like, actual relationships, and, like, they're happy enough with just, like, porn, for instance,
or sex toys,
or whatever else, you know what I mean, and they kind of just like give up on it all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How many people do you think...
I do think porn is the fucking downfall of civilization. I really do.
Porn definitely doesn't help anything.
It doesn't help at all.
Yeah, it's definitely a fucking curse. Look, we've
we've
already done our schizo video today, Megan.
I know.
If you guys want...
I'm still stuck in schizo mode!
Look, if you guys want that sort of stuff, check out Gumroad. That's all I gotta say. We got 1 or 2 more posts, alright?
I've had enough of edgy humour. I've just had it. I live with 2 men, my partner and our housemate, and I'm just done with listening to my partner mainly making edgy jokes about minorities and women.
It's just me.
I'm just fucking fed up of it. Last night was the final straw. We were having a discussion about a kind of zombie apocalypse survival situation and what our strategies would be for survival, and they came up with, well, if you disregard their ability to reproduce, women would be a liability because they can't develop as much muscle mass as men. Are you kidding? I know this is a fantasy setting, but come on. This is just the cherry on the cake of Schrodinger's asshole behavior from my partner, but a new low for our housemate, who I thought was genuinely a better person than that. I'm sick of having to advocate for my right to fucking exist outside of my ability to reproduce. Why is this a debate? Systematic sexism is something we all face. Every single woman is facing...
Oh my god, woman with an X.
X.
Oh, okay, we know what type of person she is. Never mind.
Every type of woman is facing it every single day, and not some relic of the past. It's not some relic of the past. I did not survive sexual assault and domestic abuse just so I could sit here and listen to people make jokes at our expense, especially people who are supposed to love and respect us like our partners, husbands, or boyfriends. Thank you for listening to my rant. I just needed to get off my chest.
Why?
How do you even combat edgy humour? Have you had similar experiences?
Right, so why is she even
I don't know,
this
just
person?
get like better jokes.
Yeah, well, I don't think she's with like the right person.
No, if you're getting that pissed off at his fucking humour, you're not with the right person.
You shouldn't be with them.
No.
What I would argue is actually, let's go on to the zombie apocalypse thing. I would argue, like, in a zombie apocalypse situation, we would go back in time almost. And, like, like, the thing is, I think a lot of people get mixed up in this whole, like, MGTOW sort of black pill incel stuff. And, like, we've been working, men and women have been working together. Like, we do different
Successfully.
things. Our entire civilization depends on us working together.
The thing is, men would be the hunters.
Yeah.
But the only reason why the hunters have something to come back to is because of the women.
Yeah.
The women keep the whole village running.
Yeah, there's like,
or the men go out and do the hunting work.
If
it wasn't for the women, the village wouldn't be running.
So I would argue, because
if men were running it, it would be war.
Yeah, well,
it'd be war for who's in power.
No, I don't think so. I think men cooperate pretty well together a lot of the time.
Not in history.
Here. If you look at how many kings start wars to queens start wars, queens seem to be way more.
Yeah, but like they were asking for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. No, but I do believe that. For me personally, I believe like if we're going to go for a zombie apocalypse, I think we'd be almost like going back in time, and we would revert to more older traditional male and female goals. And just because it's a zombie apocalypse does not mean that those goals are useless. They're just
and different. Also what I find with a lot of men is that if this was to happen, you'd be taken too much time to talk about strategy, where women would just go and do it.
Well, no, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know a load of fellas.
You would literally sit and talk for hours about, right, how we're going to do this, no. The women would get bored and be like, fuck it, and do it myself.
I do know a lot of fellas that are wild for just planning stuff and never actually doing.
Yeah.
I know too many guys. I don't think I'm on that end of the spectrum, though. I know I do talk a lot about ideas and concepts.
Sometimes.
However, I do follow through with them. Do I not?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do follow through with them. Whereas I know a lot of people that will forever never end and talk about their ideas and never do shit.
You do in some things and other things you don't.
Well, I would like a second opinion, Megan, okay?
But sometimes you rely on other people's back instead of just taking that leap.
Nah, I don't think so.
I do.
I think you need to also, like, look, I'm the ideas guy, okay? A lot of my ideas end up being, like, pie in the sky sort of stuff that can be really out there a lot of the time. But how many, like, either the percentage of ones that I've actually went for and the percentage of them that I've actually worked out, I've got a pretty good ratio, okay? You can't say shit. I do have a good ratio. I do have a good ratio.
I'm saying that it's good. I'm saying that's fine.
Alright, okay. Like, we'll do one or two more. Let's go for it. So I just had to throw this one in because I just thought it was really funny.
Gen Z is going to destroy the Republican Party.
Right, first of all, I don't even like the Republican Party, guys. I don't like the Democratic Party. I don't like American politics.
I
don't like American
I just like how comical it is.
I appreciate Trump's memes. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I hope Republicans are ready for 2024 because Gen Z is pissed! We see our classmates jumping out of the windows to run from shootings. We see Republicans saying climate change is a hoax. We see Republicans attacking our democracy. We won't stand for it. Young voters will show up.
Alright, you got
Millennials won't stand for it either. We're here. We were outnumbered for too long. Gen Z is opening portals everywhere, just like Avengers Endgame. God, this is beautiful. A better scene, in my opinion, would be the Doom Eternal tattoo portals. Why are millennials like this?
I don't know, Megan. I don't know. It's fucking sad, man. That's all I gotta say. That was one of the worst ones.
Sometimes I hate being called a millennial.
I know. Well, I would argue we are in the very, like, young millennial.
I know.
But, like,
I know. I don't know who I identify with, though.
I think, honestly, the problem is
people call our generation the Zillennial, though.
Well, I would argue we're probably more millennials because we had older
siblings
that are definition
of millennial. Yeah.
And they both actually
get on like fucking millennials. My one's is a Harry Potter Disney adult.
Yeah.
And your one's just an asshole.
Yeah, Letterino.
Reddit. Fucking that's atheist. That's like go out for LGBT. That's like all that. Like, I'm an atheist. Like, that's your one. They're the definition of, like, cringy millennial.
I know. So, sadly, maybe... Is that where we get it from? Is that how we became who we are? Because of
probably because...
Our cringe and just an... And the thing is, they're both the same... Like, cause, like,
they're both exactly the same age.
Yeah, so, me and Megan are... Like, Megan's older than me by, like, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And our siblings are both
mine
born...
Mine is older by...
4 years, and my one's older than 4 years.
Yeah, both 4 years. But my siblings older years, February, 5 months.
Yeah, so we're both like...
They're like basically the same age. And we're all like the same age because there's 2 weeks between us, 5 months between them. So we know exactly. We're like exactly in the same time zones here.
So do any of you guys have like cringing just and siblings?
And like my sister collects Funko Pops.
No, and then you know what the other thing is? My some of my cousins, like some of them are dead on, but there's other ones that are like definition
of Reddit
letterinos
warriors.
Yeah,
do you know like that? Like Reddit moderators.
Yeah. 2 of them are dead on though, like, but the other ones
the other 2 are like completely fine.
Yeah, they're like actually
like they're dead on, but the other ones are
like, oh my god, please make the pain go away, if I be honest with you.
All my cousins are fucking hellions.
Oh yeah, they're all fucking gypsies, like, they're funny, at least I'll give them that.
Yeah, like, we're all a bunch of funny bastards. Like,
I would rather hang about with your cousins than my cousins. For the most part. Like, if I would choose the 2 that I like, the 2 cousins that I would go with them. But like, if I had to sit in a room with like all of your ones in one room and all my ones in the other, I'd go with your one.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Same. We'll just bring the two that we like from yours over to ours.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can do. Look, I don't know where to go with this. Honestly, check out Gumload. Today's video was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Look, honestly, see with Gumload, there's no restrictions.
No,
Sam
I
Hyde's
love
been
it.
on it for, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And honestly...
And he's going strong, and he, Sam Hyde.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
For the love of God, Sam Hyde, for God's sake.
Yeah.
If he can get away with it on there, then we don't need to worry.
Yeah.
The TOS is nothing.
Far more lenient.
Yeah, exactly. And it means we can actually...
It's so freeing.
It is. It's a little bit...
And it makes me so much more relaxed with videos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not worried in case, I have a slip up or, I say something
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that out. That's gonna have to get... And because we were already talking about something else.
We've never had to, properly edit our videos for Gumroad. They have all been just... Whenever I say edit, they've been,
the audio's
been cleaned up and enhanced, and that's it.
Yeah.
We've never actually had to sit and edit it.
And cut anything out.
It's all raw audio.
See the amount of stuff that I have to cut from, our normal videos. I would argue that our normal videos are about an hour long, and then I edit them down to about half an hour. That's kind of what
roughly.
I aim for.
Yeah.
For YouTube, I aim for about the half an hour mark.
Yeah.
But we do have a free video that you can go ahead and check out. It's not rough. We were actually going to do it for YouTube, but we thought that we already know that because we're going to be talking about Northern Ireland for terrorism. You know what I mean? You just
we've already got done for terrorism once on YouTube.
We already got hit with about that 9/11 video from ages ago. That's what did in the old channel.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in that, check it out.
That
it's 4.5 hours long. It's worth watching.
Our website's up and running, neckbeardia.co.uk as well. You might find stuff that you like over there that'll tickle your balls, have we fancy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go over and have a look at that.
And
we'll
see you next time. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye.